Hello friends, let's go on a compare-contrast scavenger hunt of two versions of the same text. In this case, we are going to find similarities and differences between the original Cinderella and Turkey Girl. Let's get started. Cinderella missed her real mother. Her new stepmother made Cinderella work day and night. She cleaned and cooked and cooked and cleaned some more. All the while, her two new stepsisters did nothing. At night, Cinderella slept in the cold ashes by the fireplace. The ashes and cinders made her face and clothes look dirty. This is how she came to be called Cinderella. One day, her father was going to town. His new wife and stepdaughters told him to bring back fine dresses and jewels. He asked Cinderella what he might get for her. "Bring back the first branch that strikes your hat on the way home," she said. Her father found this strange, but he brought her what she asked for. Cinderella planted the branch on her mother's grave. Then she cried and cried. Her many tears watered the twig. It grew at once into a beautiful hazel tree. A white bird sat in it. The bird told Cinderella it would grant any wish. At that time, the king made plans for a great party. His son, the prince, would choose a bride for the party. Okay, so main character is Cinderella. She worked day and night. I see that she cleaned and cooked all the time in the house. And her problem is her two new stepsisters did nothing. She has to sleep by the fireplace, and her face and clothes look dirty. Cinderella wanted to go, but her stepmother and stepsisters just laughed at her. "You do not even have a nice dress or shoes," they said. Cinderella went back to the hazel tree and made a wish. The white bird gave her a gold dress with gold slippers. Cinderella put them on and ran to the party. No one knew her in her beautiful new dress, but the prince liked her so much he would dance with no one else, and she liked him. As soon as the party ended, though, Cinderella ran away, but one of her gold slippers stuck to some mud and came off. The next day, the prince and his men searched for the owner of the gold slipper, but the slipper did not fit anymore, not even the stepsisters. The prince sadly asked, "Is there no one else?" And the family said, "Only Cinderella." Her foot fit easily into the slipper. At last, the prince had found the lovely woman who danced with him, so Cinderella would become his bride. As they rode to the castle, the white bird landed on Cinderella's shoulder. At last, all her wishes were coming true. Well, the thoughts about the stepsisters towards Cinderella, they just seem to laugh at her and make her do all the work. So they don't like her very much, and they think she's foolish for wanting to go to the dance. But here's this white bird. She made a wish, and the white bird gave her a gold dress with gold slippers. So that's the beginning of the part of her solution. She met the prince, and finally, at the end of the story, she becomes his bride. And all her wishes were coming true. Now, here we go with the Turkey Girl. Okay, look out for any similarities or differences that you see, friends. Long ago, there lived a poor girl who herded turkeys for a living. Every morning, she drove them out to the fields, and every evening she drove them back to safety of their cages. She treated them with kindness, and the turkeys loved her for this. One day, the girl heard some people in the town talking. They wanted to go to the dance of the sacred bird. This great event happened only once a year, and it was to take place in just 4 days. "Oh, how I wish I could go," the girl said to the turkeys, "but I cannot go in such old, ugly clothes." The girl never once thought the turkeys could understand her, but on the day of the dance, one turkey stood tall and spoke. "Dear friend," he said, "we will help you go to the dance. You shall laugh and be merry. You have earned some fun." Okay, so the turkey girl herded turkeys for a living. So her character trait is also working hard like Cinderella. And she treated the turkeys with kindness, and they loved her for this, which is different from Cinderella because her stepsisters did not like her, and it looks like Turkey Girl works outside, whereas Cinderella works inside. But they both have the same problem. She cannot go to the dance because she has old, ugly clothes. At first, the girl was shocked. Then somehow it felt right that the turkeys, her only friends, should speak. "We only ask that you come back before sunset," said the turkey. "You are the only one who keeps us safe." The turkeys then danced around the girl. They turned her old ragged clothes into a beautiful white dress. The girl thanked the turkeys again and again. She promised them she would return before sunset. Then she turned around and ran toward the town. At the dance, no one knew the girl in her new dress. Everyone praised her beauty. All the young men wanted to dance with her. She was having so much fun that she forgot all about her friends, the turkeys. Finally, the sun set. The turkeys wondered why the girl had not returned. "She has forgotten us," one of them said. "For that reason, we will give her no more help. Come, let us move up into the hills. Our keeper is not as kind as we once hoped." When at last the dance ended, the girl ran back to the fields. She looked for the turkeys everywhere, but they were gone. As she stood there, sad and alone, her dress turned back into rags, she was the poor turkey girl once more. Well, it looks like birds came to Turkey Girl's rescue by turning her clothes into a beautiful white dress, but I think Cinderella had a gold dress with gold slippers. It also looks like she was able to go to the dance, but then she forgot about her friends, the turkeys, and they got upset at her. Whereas in the other story of Cinderella, the white bird stayed with Cinderella, and this turkey girl turned poor again, whereas Cinderella actually got to live in a castle happily ever after, while this was a sad ending to the story, which had a lesson for the turkey girl that she needs to keep her promises. Well, thank you very much for going on that scavenger hunt with me. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.